I made a Clash of Clans type game in 2 weeks in Roblox by myself, and I'm going to show you what I did. But first, if you want to follow the development of this game, Kingdom Clash, check out my Discord in the description. I started off by making the movement system. It's pretty simple. You can move around on the base, turn, and zoom in and out. Then I made it possible to spawn objects. It took a couple tries, but now you can place objects within the borders of the base. I then added collision detection so you can't place parts in each other and made the placement grid-based. Next, I made the buildings slowly build over time and added a billboard to show how much time is left. After that, I made a temporary gold storage model and added a green outline whenever you hover over it. When you click on the building, an option menu pops up. First, I added the move option to let the player move their buildings around, and then added the info option, which shows some stats. The last option I added was the upgrade option. With the options done, I added some UI to show how many resources the player has. Next, I decided to get rid of the spawn button and make a shop instead. Then, I made a gold collector. The model is temporary, but now you can collect gold from the collector. At this point, the game needed a visual improvement, so I made a background full of trees, added some fog, grass, and updated the models. I also made a model for the capital, which is similar to the town hall in Clash of Clans. I also cleared the grass under the buildings to make it look nicer. Next, I added a builder limit, cannon model, and workshop. You can only build or upgrade if you have an available builder, and you can add builders by building workshops. With the base building mechanics mostly done, I made the base save and made it so that upgrades and resource collection will continue while the player is offline. I was getting a bit tired of scripting, so I made the first 5 cannon models. Let me know what you think. I then made it so you can cancel buying or removing structures. That was the end of the first week. Week 2 was focused on troops and base attacking. I started by making a training hall model and made it possible to train troops. If you run out of troop capacity or lumen, you can't train more troops. I then added troop grounds which the player can build and upgrade to increase capacity. Now it was time to make the attacking system. I started with the campaign as it would be easier. If you click on a campaign level, the base loads, and your troops are shown, as well as the available resources. I then made it so you can place troops around the border, and then made it so they can damage the structures once in range, and then limited the number of troops you can place. Next, I made the cannon shoot once a troop is in its range. I then added a bar that shows how much of the base has been destroyed. Then I added an attack finish pop-up which shows when the base is destroyed, or all your troops are dead. It shows the amount of resources you earned and has a button to take you back to your base. I also added a button to cancel attacking. Then I added health bars so the player knows what's going on. I then took a break from the attacking system to add a train button on screen. The train menu also shows your trained troops at the bottom and you can remove troops. Now it was time for the most complicated part of this whole game, multiplayer attacking, or so I thought. It turned out to be pretty simple. Some backend features of it are that you won't see the same base twice in the same session, the same player can't be attacked twice within 8 hours, you can't attack online players, and if you happen to log on while being attacked or scouted, you'll get kicked to avoid data loss. I then added a next button to the multiplayer attack so you can look at multiple bases. If there are no bases currently available, you'll get a message. I then quickly added a confirmation pop-up to the cancel attack button in case people accidentally click it when selecting a troop. I also added a scouting and attacking time limit so players can't just AFK on a base and stop that player from logging on. I also added a pop-up that shows up if you were attacked. With the attacking system done, I decided to work on the visuals more. I made all the buildings much bigger and made the placements more snappy. I also slightly adjusted the lighting. Then I made models for the lumen storage and pump. The storages were looking empty, so I made them show how full they are. Alright, that's the end of the 2 weeks. Make sure to join my Discord to keep up with development and get some sneak peeks.